Number 7. The brown snake.
Again, snake. Oh my gosh. Snakes are really dangerous, I think so. And maybe that's why I'm afraid of them. And in my life was situation when I was a child, I was in the river, and snake was swimming on the water. Yes. And I was afraid, yes, and I was running out from the river, yes, and it was a really terrible situation, and maybe that's why I'm really afraid snakes. Yes, I'm really afraid snakes. Oh my gosh. Let's go.
And again, another snake on this list.
Hello everyone, hello. My name is Alex and I'm studying English. And today we will watch another video. And this video are named 10 most dangerous animals in Australia. Yes, and this video was recommended me. It's just me. Yes, thank you, It's Just Me, for your recommendation. I appreciate it very much. You said what you want me to watch a video about the dangerous animals of Australia, and yes, thank you for this recommendation. And you can support me, you can leave like and subscribe to me. I appreciate it very much. And also you can see in this channel how I am trying to improve my English skills, my speaking skills, and also listening skills. Yes, and yes, let's go, let's watch this video. And this we will watch with subtitles. Let's go.
If you're an avid traveler, I know you've probably added Australia to the list of places you want to visit. Only if you haven't already visited it yet. But I also know a lot of you are probably scared of visiting this massive country due to the bad reputation a lot of the animals that live there have. After all, a lot of the animals that live in Australia are very unique to that part of the world. And inexperienced visitors might find a lot of these creatures to be frightening and intimidating. Today we're going to be looking at 10 of the most dangerous animals in Australia, so you all can learn more about these creatures and know what to do if you ever see one of them. Stay with me all the way to number 1 and learn the truth about the most dangerous animal in Australia. With all that said and done, let's begin, shall we? Number 10. Sydney Funnel Web Spider. With a size as small as 5 centimeters, this little spider likes to hide in cool, humid environments. That includes rocks, logs, and, well, your shoes. Yes, if you plan to visit Australia, make sure you always check your shoes before you put them on. It is known that these spiders love to make a home inside of your house if the weather outside is far too hot for them. And if you're one of those that like to spray threatening animals with water, I must warn you, that ain't gonna work. And you shouldn't try that anyway, because that's, I don't know, kind of a jerk move. But anyway, these spiders can survive underwater for a long time just by catching air bubbles right next to their skin.
Oh my gosh, no. It's really, I know a lot of people are afraid of spiders. I don't know, afraid I them or not, but I don't like when you go into water, yes, and there you can be with spiders or other animals. I don't like this situation very much, and I'm afraid this situation, yes.
Again, for that reason, don't be surprised if you find them at the bottom of the swimming pool, very alive, by the way. A bite of this spider will cause a lot of pain and it could even kill you, but hey, don't worry. There is anti-venom that can help you in the case of such an emergency. And man, oh, that's very encouraging, isn't it? Number 9. The Great White Shark. One of Australia's main attractions are its beautiful beaches. Surrounded by the ocean and the largest coral reef, this country...
And again, I want to say you, I don't surprise about shark, because Australia have a lot of coasts, and yes, it's I'm not surprised to hear this. And I want to say you one moment what I live in Primorsky Krai. It is territory have ocean, yes, have own coast, yes. And I want to say what maybe a few years ago we had situation when shark attacked on man. Yes, man was attacked by shark. Yes, and I remember this was popular news, and this man survived, but he now living without hands. Yes, it is a really terrible situation. It's a really bit terrible event, and yes, that's why I agree with him what these animals are really dangerous. Yes, they are really dangerous. Yes, and in my region was maybe few events with attacking sharks on the people. At the people. Yes, okay. Sorry for mistakes. Okay, let's
Country welcomes lots of beach enthusiasts that are ready and willing to swim, surf, or just chill by the water and have a great time. However, even fun places in Australia come with dangerous animals. A simple swim or surfing session in the wrong spot can easily turn into a scene out of Jaws as the great white shark makes his way through the ocean while everyone tries to run out of the water. But we should make one thing clear. Hollywood hasn't made justice to these sharks. Yes, they are dangerous, and yes, they have caused some fatalities. However, they're not necessarily man-eaters. When it comes to humans and great white sharks, there are only 5 deadly encounters per year around the world. A lot of the times, the innocent shark mistakes surfers for sea lions, but trust me, they wouldn't attack them if they knew it's just a human trying to stand on a surfboard. So don't let sharks keep you from enjoying the beach. Just make sure you keep an eye on your surroundings. Number 8. The tiger snake. A lot of the times when I talk about snakes, I try to keep you calm and reassure you that snakes are not likely to hurt you. I mean, some of them actually make for some great pets. But when it comes to brown snakes in Australia, I can't easily say the same. I do have a few snakes on this list, and the first one is in fact the tiger snake. This reptile is found in the southern part of the country, including coastal islands like Tasmania. They get their name from the fact that a lot of them have banded colors on their skin, just like a tiger. Their venom is filled with neurotoxins, coagulants, hemolysins, and mycotoxins. But what does all that mean that I'm pretty sure I just mispronounced? What can they cause? Well, their bite can produce symptoms such as tingling, numbness, sweating, and localized pain around your foot and your neck. From there, the pain can turn into breathing problems and ultimately a paralysis. Most of the untreated bites result in death, but you can receive treatment to avoid such a tragic end. Just like how many of us learn first aid at some point in our lives, I am sure many Australians do too, along with a proper course on how to respond when a snake's venom has entered someone's system. Number 7. The brown snake.
Again, snake. Oh my gosh. Snakes are really dangerous, I think so. And maybe that's why I'm afraid of them. And in my life was situation when I was a child, I was in the river, and snake was swimming on the water. Yes. And I was afraid, yes, and I was running out from the river, yes, and it was a really terrible situation, and maybe that's why I'm really afraid snakes. Yes, I'm really afraid snakes. Oh my gosh. Let's go.
And again, another snake on this list. And if you were scared by the tiger snake, wait until you hear about this one. Brown snakes are the second most venomous terrestrial snake in the world. In the case of Australia, they are responsible for snakebite deaths more than any other snake in the country. There were 19 snakebite-related deaths in the decade between 2005 and 2015, and 15 of those deaths were caused by a brown snake. And the other 4? Well, those were caused by the tiger snake. You can find them in the eastern and central part of Australia, around the city of Adelaide. And you can also find them in some other cities like Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, and Canberra, which is the capital of this country. Some of the symptoms of a venomous attack include heart arrest, kidney injuries and seizures, and intracranial bleeding. Luckily, anti-venom is available, but still, I would rather avoid getting bitten by one of these. Number 6. The redback spider. If you're not a fan of spiders, you might have to be extra careful during your
Yes, I'm not a fan of spiders, of course.
visit to Australia. Just like anything in nature that has red on it, the redback spider screams danger from afar. Although it can be a bit hard to see since this animal is only 1 centimeter long. But what this spider doesn't have in size, it compensates it through its highly dangerous venom. And where exactly in Australia is this spider? Well, you can find it throughout the country. A single bite can kill you, but there is anti-venom that you can use, which was created back in 1956. There have not been any deaths reported since then, but now I do wonder what people did before the cure was invented. You know, aside from pass on. Being such a small spider, I'm sure a lot of people might wonder how they can tell whether they've been bitten or not. Well, you just have to look for symptoms to know. A redback spider bite can cause latrodectism, which is an illness that produces sweating, vomiting, rigid muscles, and lots of pain. If you get any of these reactions, you might want to get yourself checked. The spider is small, but the pain it will cause you is not, so you will know when one of them has bitten you. Number 5. The stonefish. Alright, so we're clear that
I didn't expect in this list stonefish, yes.
white sharks are not out to get you, right? But I'm sorry to inform you that there is another animal in the water that might make you want to be a bit more cautious once you go diving or on a snorkeling trip throughout the coral reef. I'm talking, of course, about the stonefish. This animal is dangerous, not only because it's venomous, but also because it's very hard to spot. The stonefish is usually motionless, which explains the reason why people called it that way. The fish lives between rocks and coral, and you can find it in different environments of shallow waters, such as mudflats and estuaries. Its camouflage is an inconvenience for humans, and a single step on them can send you straight to the hospital. A stonefish sting can cause unbearable pain and even death if you don't treat it in a timely manner. But the good thing is that you can treat a stonefish attack as soon as you notice it. All you need to do is apply hot water to the affected area and wait for the venom to lose its effect. Some people also claim that vinegar helps in this situation. Anti-venom is available, but people only recur to it when the case is too extreme to handle. Number 4. The blue-ringed octopus. A returning animal from many of our lists, here's another animal that also lives underwater, the blue-ringed octopus. This one won't be as hard to spot as the—
Oh my gosh, this octopus so little? Oh my gosh, maybe I will find blue-ringed. I didn't expect this animal here too, in this ringed octopus. Octopus? Yes. I want to know size. This animal. Yes, if oh my gosh, yes. From 10 to 20 centimeters. Yes, I get it. And here we can see so little. Yes. Oh my gosh. 20 centimeters, it is big.
stonefish. In fact, this one is very cool to watch as its skin is covered of little blue patterns that look like rings. But still, if you do see one, please stay away from them. These small animals are cool, but they're also venomous. Once they sting you, your body will shut down and become paralyzed to the point that you will stop breathing. And unfortunately, there is no anti-venom for cases of blue-ringed octopus attacks. However, they say you can treat their bites by helping the victim stay calm and breathe until the octopus's toxin is removed from the body by applying pressure on the wound.
If these circles so bright?
But don't worry too much. This animal is actually quite shy, and like most wild animals out there, the blue-ringed octopus will only attack when it feels threatened. There have only been 3 blue-ringed octopus-related deaths reported to Australia, so the chances of you being number 4 are actually quite low. Just enjoy the Australian waters and stay away from animals that don't want to be near you. Number 3. Saltwater Crocodiles. And this is where I'm going to start getting a bit controversial for some of you, because the animal I ranked as the 3rd most dangerous in Australia is perhaps the most dangerous for a lot of you. However, that's only because it's big, but not as threatening as the other 2 I'm going to show you. The saltwater crocodile, just like the name implies, are expected to be found in bodies of saltwater, meaning the ocean. However, they are more popular in estuaries and sometimes some freshwater spots as well. It can be quite amusing to see one in the wild, except when you're in Darwin, Australia, which is a place full of signs that warn you against these massive—
Oh my gosh, look at these teeth. They're really huge, yes, and I don't like crocodiles, yes, I'm afraid of them, yes. I never saw them, yes, and for me it's really, I'm afraid of them.
reptiles. These big animals are very aggressive, and they eat animals of all sizes, including humans. Now the thing is, there have been only 24 deadly attacks between the years of 1975 and 2009, so the chances of a deadly encounter are quite unlikely. However,
24 deadly attacks, it is a lot for people, I think so. Of course, it is a lot. And I think what a lot of things are happening, bad things happening, because people don't respect their space, yes, of these animals. And also, people do a lot of stupid things. Yes, we should be careful when we walking around their space, yes, and we should be careful, of course. It is their places, yes, and we should think what we are doing, yes. Maybe that's why I want to live in megapolis, in a really big city, because I don't like animals. Yes. Of course, sometimes people behave how animals, but we speak now not about people. We speak about real animals. Okay, dangerous animals. Yes.
However, I would encourage you to obey warning signs and stay away from places where you could potentially find one of these beasts. Now it's time for the day's best pick. The picture I have for today is one of a scary-looking snake that could easily give us all nightmares. Luckily, such a snake doesn't even exist, at least not in Australia, but there is a snake I do need to talk to you about. Number 2. Taipan Snake. A list of dangerous animals wouldn't be complete without this snake. You saw the tiger snake, the brown snake, and now as the second most dangerous animal, I give you the next one, the Taipan Snake. But why is this snake here if, after all, the brown snake is the one that causes the most deaths?
Australia have a lot of type snakes. It's really
Well, simply because the Taipan snake is the most venomous in the world. However, this one lives in the desert, so it is a bit more unlikely that a human will have a deadly encounter with one. There have only been a few cases of people that were bitten by them, and guess what? They all survived. But in case you're wondering just how dangerous their venom is, well, it can cause your skeletal muscle to break down. It could also form a lot of blood clots throughout your system, and can also damage your kidneys. So, don't go out there trying to test the effects of their venom. Just respect their space. After all, they don't want to be near you as much as you don't want to be near them.
I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. If you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just try it, it really works.
Number 1. The Box Jellyfish. While this animal hasn't killed humans that often, it is still the most toxic animal on Earth. Its venom is a threat to your heart, your nervous system, and even your skin. This kind of jellyfish lives in the waters of northern Australia and likes to come out to play between the months of October and May, which is when the summer season picks up in the southern hemisphere. The box jellyfish is pale blue, which makes it a bit hard to spot in the midst of the ocean water. One single sting can cause a lot of pain, while multiple stings can lead you to your death. But a lot of first responders have been trained in beaches around Queensland to help out anyone who gets affected by one of these lethal creatures. I really don't know what you might have heard, but pee is not as effective as some people claim. However, vinegar and other practices can help you survive the attack, so just be careful when you swim in those waters, alright? That's all I have for you today. I hope you learned a lot, and I really hope one day you visit Australia if you haven't done so yet.
Yes, and thank you. I watched this, and thank you, it's just me for this recommendation. Yes, for me it was really interesting and I think useful. I didn't expect in this dangerous list a lot of snakes. I didn't expect this, and I think what we should respect animals. We should try to understand and study about them. Yes, and of course we should think what we are doing, because sometimes our behavior can cost to us life. Yes, and that's why we should respect and think. Yes, and of course this video was really informative. I didn't knew a lot of these animals. Yes, and yes, thank you for watching with me this video. I appreciate it very much. You can also leave like and subscribe to me. And yes, of course, see you next time.